fresh off a 16-day break after their Week 1 win over Holy Cross. Today, finally, game number 2 of the season, their home opener against Rhode Island. The Minutemen looking for a 2-0 start.
That's what I'ma do. Hustle, 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 hard, hustle, 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 hard, hustle, hustle.
As you can gather, the focus is for the Minutemen to hustle, and they did so on the defensive side of the football. This interception here by Kirk Nelms, one of 2 on the day. He'd take his second one back for 6. This one sets up Jonathan Hernandez. Off right tackle, bounces outside, finds the end zone. 16-7 UMass. They go on to win 36-27. They're 2-0.
Final score, let's go down on the field, and Greg Dickerson.
All right, Mike, thanks so much, Coach. Never easy down the stretch, is it?
No, not in the CAA. It really never is. Really a shame that Rhode Island's going to be leaving the league and going to the Northeast Conference, because what a great league it is, and they make it great. What a great game tonight.
Why was your running game so successful? I mean, we're talking about a Rhode Island team that really shut down the running game of Syracuse last week.
Yeah, they held them, I think, under 50 yards overall. We wanted to be physical coming off the ball today on the offensive front, and certainly we have John Hernandez sitting right here next to me. When you have John Hernandez to give the ball to, he's going to find positive yards. He certainly did tonight.
What did you see that allowed you to attack their defense as well as you did?
I didn't see much. Our line did a great job blocking today. They really brought it today, and our receivers did a great job blocking downfield. And that's what they said they were going to do today, and that's what they did.
Big spot for your quarterback, Kellen Pagel, to step in. What did you think of the job he did tonight?
He had a great game today. He was real calm in the pocket. As you can see, he threw a couple of interceptions, but other than that, he played a great game, And I think he played well. I think he did what any quarterback in the CAA can do.
What do you guys have to do better going into the game against Boston College next week? Obviously, it's a team they lost to Duke today. They're going to be pretty fired up in their own backyard.
Practice. We just got to practice hard every day, bring it to practice every day, and be perfect and compete in practice, and that's what leads to wins on Saturday.
Guys, appreciate it, Jonathan. Thanks so much. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you very much, Greg.
Thanks
appreciate
so much.
it.
Mike, Gresh, we'll send it back to you upstairs.
All right, Greg, thanks very much. Very impressive win by UMass here tonight, and Jonathan Hernandez lived up to his billing.
An amazing effort running the football and also catching the football as well. We look at Hernandez, and it started in the first quarter. There's your first quarter touchdown run around the edge, gave UMass the early lead, and you can see right here, good job of running over his own guy, bouncing it outside, does a nice job protecting the football. Another hard, tough run. Again, little play fake, delayed draw. Here we go, right up the middle. You can see him run with purpose and authority. Here it is, bounce it outside. This is touchdown number 2 for Hernandez on the evening. And when you look at Jonathan Hernandez, he's a guy who has the ability to win the CAA Offensive Player of the Year. And on the night, the rushing yards, the big difference in this one, 201 to 56 for Rhode Island. Mike, we talked about third down conversions for Rhodey. 0 for 6. So my math isn't great, but they were 4 for 8 in the second half. UMass a little better on third down. The other thing that jumps out, time of possession. We talked about that Rhode Island defense having to stay on the field, especially there in the end. And when you lose the time of possession battle by 13 minutes, you're really not going to win that many football games at this level in this league.
460 yards of total offense for UMass. Again, for Pagel, that's got to be a real boost.
Right, and he threw a couple of interceptions on top of that. That's the amazing part, is that he made some mistakes. They still ended up getting a bunch of yardage. Good win for UMass. Good fight for Rhode Island, but a tough luck loss. That play where they run the wheel route and they throw it on Hernandez and he goes up the field, takes it, really flips the field late in the game when they had him at 2nd and 26. That really was your backbreaker. And then there's here in the fourth quarter where Pagel deets the defensive end, gets him to suck in on the play fake. He bends it around the end for the touchdown. And then this is just the killer. You can't throw off the back foot to the field. And there goes the interception. Going the other way for UMass, Kirk Nelms ends up sealing it, and there's your ball game. Rhodey gets the late touchdown, but ultimately it doesn't matter, and UMass ends up getting the win. Mike, I'll continue to go through it as the fireworks are flying high across McGurk Alumni Stadium. Turnovers kill, and for Rhode Island, a really good job of taking care of the football. I know that Probst had the pick early, but when you throw an interception and it goes the other way for points, absolutely devastating for Rhode Island, that play.
And for UMass, given their move up next year, this game against Boston College next week can be kind of a little bit of a message game.
I agree with you. And look, there are a lot of people even here in the press box who are saying, regardless of what happens against Rhode Island, you go to BC and beat them, it validates what they're trying trying to do here for Kevin Morris and company. So we'll see what they do against a struggling Boston College club. BC's looking at it and say, hey, they're on their way up. They shouldn't beat us. If you're UMass, you're saying, this is our statement game. This will prove to people going up a level and going to the MAC next year shows we're here to do it right.